Yeah. No, do it again. Can you count and just clap once? Like
I was trying to have a little fun with you and
knock it off.
Jokes. Chris doesn't joke. You forget this until like an hour into hanging out with him. 3, 2, 1. Welcome to that Range Life show, sometimes about golf. My name's Bill Bush, driverangeheroes.com, at Range Heroes. That's Chris McEwen, at Chris McEwen, where all your favorite shows are sold. Anyway.
It's going to be fun to get through that opening before I can start to actually start the show.
I love the first 10 to 15 minutes of being with crabby Chris McEwen.
Why am I crabby? I just made a statement.
He's surly and then finally cracks through.
Hold on, we did the timing thing, and then we did like 10 minutes of jibber jabber.
Yeah, which you love. You love that stuff because then you get to be silly with it.
Hopefully, I can use it.
Goofy bits, and if you can't, well, it's just for us.
Mm-hmm.
I did not print out a set list for a variety of reasons, but listen, we got a garage show tonight. It's always good, and it's not 1,000 degrees outside.
It's actually gorgeous outside. Thankfully, the humidity broke.
Yeah.
But it's nice sweatshirt weather, long sleeve, and a little peek into September.
But it's I came out here and noticed you two, and you're like, it's not necessary to wear a long sleeve.
No, not in the garage.
I'm just, I would say even out here, but maybe with your lake effect, it's a little cooler and brisk.
It was 60 degrees in the city when I left.
Okay, so that makes sense to me. But here, it's not necessary. For me, I was just wearing another brand's T-shirt, and it got dirty when I was moving the grill back. So I said, I'm just going to throw this on over. I like this hoodie. It's a good one. Because we'll probably talk about other
for you podcast listeners, it's a DRH hoodie that you can get. You can buy it yourself at secondcitygolf.com. It's our online store. Speaking of podcast listeners, there's more and more of them every day, Bill. I know you can't see the statistics. I should send you a screenshot because, boy, oh boy, it's really climbing the charts.
I assume.
So if it's the first time here, seeing this, listening to the show, you should subscribe and rate and review the show.
I assume we're just about to pass either foreplay or no laying up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
We're on their heels.
Figured.
We're on their heels.
Should probably do that part. Speaking of the podcast, if you aren't already, and someone's telling you to listen today, subscribe. We wouldn't mind, and maybe give us a rating.
I just said that stuff.
Okay, but we got to go to YouTube now.
Yeah, right. You got to do. Yeah.
So now,
but don't forget to tell a friend too.
Don't forget to tell the friends.
You're always good at that.
And then check out youtube.com/Chris McEwen.
That's right.
And hit subscribe.
Boy, should you ever subscribe? If you're ever on the fence to subscribe,
now's the time.
Now is the time. We have. All I did today was edit our stuff.
Last I saw, we were at 994 subscribers, which means we're 6 away from 1,000. I'm going to show you this.
I was going to say, we already have some agreements in principle with some friends of ours.
So here it came. Not part of the giveaway.
Podcast listeners, he's holding three
Tourmen Wing Edge. Tour Edge Wingman 700 putters. That's plural for Wingman 700 series.
Right.
Got 3 of them in unexpectedly from our guy John Claffey over at Tour Edge. And, we got to make the contents. We're big time golf guys.
Yeah. I mean, there's 3 of us right here. Maybe we have a little putting challenge somewhere.
We'll do something like that.
I don't know. Maybe we had to do like a putt-putt course.
I don't hate it. Yeah. Don't hate it. And, but I said, you know what? We don't need 3 Tour Edge Wingman 700 putters amongst us.
It's true.
You know who does need it, though? Our 1,000 subscribers who love free golf stuff. So maybe 1 or 2 of these make their way in. We'll find. We'll see.
I like it.
They're pretty nice. A sneak peek.
Yeah.
Unboxing coming soon.
Yeah.
So I won't show you now.
By the way, welcome back to intern Grant to the garage show. He's been MIA for some time.
Welcome back to the channel.
Yeah. So thank you for helping out.
If that's what we're calling it.
He's sitting here.
Let's do some more
an audience.
Some more housekeeping.
Okay.
Shout out the official golf ball of that Range Life, the Bridgestone family. Here you have some yellow Tour B.
Let me see those.
RXSs. Same ball that Freddie Couples plays. Right? Anyway.
Cool. I have a story about Bridgestone golf balls, if you'd like to hear it.
All right, yeah. I'd love to hear
Just
it.
kind of since you brought it up. So I played golf
Since I brought up the official ball of our show, yeah.
last weekend at Eaglewood.
The one right over
Addison?
by, right over there by Medina.
Yeah, you got to drive past Medina to get to it, which is kind of hurtful.
Shares a fence with
right.
not just any course. They're like number 3. And you go up.
Yeah.
Hi Tiger. Hi Mike.
Right.
Mike Jordan.
Right. So we played that. Friend of mine and I. He showed up and he works for, I don't know what, he works for some company. They gave him a boatload of logoed Pro V1 golf balls, as some companies will do, right? So he's like, hey, I got you some golf balls, not knowing that I already have an official golf ball.
Yeah, excuse me.
But, to be, I was like, oh, thanks, man. I'll use these. And proceeded to shoot a 49 on the front 9. I was like, all right, well, that experiment's over.
There was no clinic to be had.
Went back to my good old Bridgestone E12 contact, 39 on the back.
That is a 10-stroke difference.
And it looked and felt like a 10-stroke difference.
How did it go on that little rinky-dink, like 62-yard par 3?
Oh, I sucked back an E12 off the backboard. Birdied that hole. Yeah, inside 5 feet.
Wow.
Yeah, it was actually, I think it was playing at about 90.
Okay.
So I took a 56, threw it up in the air about 100, hit the backboard, and came all the way back down. There was an old couple on the next tee. I think it's like
this is not an ageist show.
11 or 12.
Don't do that.
There was an older couple.
Just kidding.
And they both golf clapped for me.
They
From the other tee box.
They golf clapped.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, it was very fun.
It's good.
But yeah,
citizenship of a golf course. I love it.
Yeah. So that was my foray into a golf ball that I just does not agree with me.
I know how that goes.
And one that does very much.
Right,
so.
right. Speaking of golf balls, we won't get into brands, nothing special, but as I was bringing stuff out here earlier this evening to know when you would arrive before me,
even though you live here.
Into the garage. Arrive into the garage. Because I know you love to pretend like, oh, it's not reasonable for you to have young children.
Why can't you just have, premarital unprotected sex like I did and have 3 kids, like a normal human being?
Off camera and off mic, we do a lot of comfortable, familiar, brotherly joking together. I got very uncomfortable just now. Admittedly, because the mics are hot. Right. Anyway, the young Squire Liam handed me this golf ball, and he goes, I found this in that bag. I don't know what that bag is,
yeah.
But he found it, and he said, you should use it for your show. And I took it from him, I said, thanks, Liam. I will use this for the show tonight.
I like it.
So we're using this.
Producer Liam, there you go.
For the show.
Yeah.
It's more contributions than Grant's made recently. Am I right? Shout out though to Grant after maybe taking a bit and taking some zingers via text message, text message.
It's true.
A lot of Grant content coming up on the old driverangeheroes.com in the near future. So I appreciate that, Grant. Thank you.
Grant, when I beat you in writing a review, not great, man.
It's for a second. I was looking at the schedule, right, the calendar, filling it out and shuffling, like making sure it fits right, like curating it. Is that what you'd say?
Sure.
I went, God, I'm going on this is like 3 weeks with no posts from me. And at first it was sort of, I don't know if it was frustrated, forlorn. It was a weird feeling, like an unfamiliar feeling more than anything.
Yeah.
And I went, actually, this is great. I love this.
I mean, you're a big time video guy now.
Such a video guy. I'm such a personality.
Yeah,
we'll talk about that at the end. We put a video. All right, a couple more things we have to get to in relations to housekeeping.
Okay.
Happy belated birthday.
Yes, to the Riv.
The Riv.
That's right.
I didn't get to it till the day after because
Same.
I have it. It's like one of probably 3 birthdays actually in my calendar, and I have, without going into too much detail, been such a hot mess this past week. Like, asking me to get to someone's birthday on their birthday was not going to happen.
Yeah.
So I apologize to the rib, but happy belated birthday.
Yeah.
And then shout out
Oh, yeah.
201 Andy Gorman, which I have to flip over to the picture because it's a lot of words. He won a tournament.
You did. First one in 22 years or something, I think.
21
right?
years since my last professional win and 31 since my last win in the UK, which leads me to believe, I wonder where his win 21 years ago outside of the UK was. Maybe Jamaica, because he was there for a bit. But he won the Warwickshire PGA Stroke Play Championship at Oulton Golf Club just by, I think that is in Solihull, England, where I used to go for work. And my good buddy Lalit is a member there. So I have played Oulton Golf Club numerous times.
That's awesome. Look at that.
It's like, what a weird small world.
Yeah.
But shout out Andy Gorman. Congrats on your
congrats
win.
to Andy.
You're a
That's
guy.
awesome. Yeah.
Very exciting stuff. It was good to hear from him. It's good to talk to him.
I know and he hasn't been active.
I asked him, like, yeah, how's that stuff going? And he said, with fuel and energy here is, skyrocketing. There, it's really, even more so. So he's like, that's killing the place. Really, a lot of the, like, instruction, teaching, all that kind of stuff just isn't, well, golf has done well with COVID, like, that area hasn't. So, I think he's just doing a lot of grinding, playing more competitively. But either way,
man,
it's great to hear from him. Great to see it happen. Here's the other thing I've been seeing a lot lately. I've been really paying attention to weird shit coming up in the algorithms on all the apps and things. And these things listen to us. They absolutely
and they read our stuff, and it's a whole thing. Yeah.
I was having a conversation with my wife yesterday about my son was playing in the water. So basically, we were talking about, like, lined swimsuits.
Right.
And I said, God, I think it was roughly in middle school where, that first trip to Pacific Sunwear when it was cool.
Board shorts?
And you're like, board shorts?
Yeah, hell yeah.
There's no liner in these things? And just that immediate relief of, like, not getting the ball and groin chafage because you don't have that. It was so liberating and just changes your life forever. I shit you not. In YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, 2 hours later, I just start getting, like, suggested ads, sponsored ads, and everything for change your life forever, online, swim trunks and things like that. I was like, I didn't type anything. I didn't search anything.
Yeah.
There's nothing I have done that would feed that in an algorithm for me, and it's showing up.
Do you have like a Alexa in the house?
No.
You don't have any listening devices there?
No, because these iPhones.
Yeah. Well, I had someone text me about a new job in the social media world that she had gotten, and congratulations, closed out the text thing. Like, that's super cool. Opened up Instagram. There is the coach from that school, like, in a random reel. You know how they push reels? That school.
That's wild.
Yeah. It was that quick. It was literally opened up Instagram and there it was.
It's terrifying.
That is not, there's no way that's coincidence. I've never seen that school ever, never heard of it until she told me that she
not a coincidence. Yeah, and I don't know about you. Like, I leaned into that's the reality we live in a long time ago. It's just...
Oh, yeah. I'm resigned to the fate that...
I'm so intruded on. Like, yeah, no shit.
Right.
I know I am.
Right.
Anyway, here's one I started seeing a lot randomly again.
What is this topic? This is such a weird, random topic.
I've seen things about this numerous times in the past, but, like, you know how brains get certain times of night, whatever, where all of a sudden you start going. And I want to point out, too, I haven't been drinking lately either.
No, I was about to say, and Bill does not do any drugs.
I don't.
You would think if anyone was going to ask this question, it would be me.
I got a question for you guys.
Go ahead.
Does time travel exist? I mean, like, no, of course not. Doesn't, like, you know what?
No way.
Does it?
No.
I don't know.
I don't think it does. I don't think it can.
But here's where I'm at lately.
I mean, unless you're talking about, you could get real deep with it and be like, well, read a book. And there's time travel. Like, read about Chicago in, like, 1927. Take yourself back. Time travel. When we look at it, when we look at stars in another galaxy. That is time travel.
But
Right?
but so that's sort of my point. Like I can't go back to World War II or whatever. I can't.
Right.
I can't do that.
No.
But
it doesn't work that way.
I don't think it does.
No.
But it's sort of like, are there aliens walking amongst us? Like, well, logic would say there could be.
Walking amongst us?
Yeah, there could be.
Birds. Birds are crazy.
That's true.
Birds fly.
So
Birds are crazy.
birds can fly.
Birds can fly.
Maybe time. So then I get crazy where I go, all right, so we know the universe is X old because
Right.
Big Bang this and
Right.
like, was there something? And this is where we can get into the whole like religion versus science and where I sit on that side. But
Religion.
yeah, clearly. Do we know? Oh, all right, so we're sure? There's no way there's concepts we don't know and understand. The universe could be much older than it really is, or there's multiple. Or there was one before the Big Bang that went away, then the Big Bang happens. I don't know. And if someone tells me I'm an idiot for like, okay, I accept that too.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's no way to definitively know. I mean, that's why Albert Einstein is Albert Einstein, because he came up with the formula that is faster than the speed of light.
Right. Or
So
is it?
in theory,
theory.
you could, but does it exist? No.
I don't think so. Here's the thing. I think it might. Or could have.
But okay, make your case.
Can't.
Oh, you just
Can't.
just a gut feeling.
Yeah. I think it could be time travel. Here's what I
You
want to...
can't say could be. You have to say there is or there isn't.
Good point.
Of course there could be. I agree with that.
Okay. So what? Fair feedback. I need to figure out how to better lean into this and just... I think I'm just going to buy into it. SecondCityGolf.com. Watch out for the time travel is real shirts. And then in the back, my other car is a TARDIS.
Nice.
But
I think it should say time travel could exist. Bill Bush.
Wayne Gretzky, Bill Bush. Yeah, I don't know. I think, and then it's crazy when you get into the rabbit hole of pictures where it's like, that's not a device someone had in 1863. And
Oh,
you're
right.
Like,
Right.
God, that's definitely a real picture. I bet it's
Right.
true.
Right.
Alas. That's a topic I wanted to bring up with you and just get your random thoughts
So
on.
great. We need to bring that. We need to do that. Like take turns bringing a random.
It's a show.
Theoretical question.
It's a show sometimes about
you know,
golf, and we have been very golfy lately.
It's true. It's true.
And you know what else? We haven't had a good topic lately where someone can be like, I don't know if they're serious or not. All right?
I mean, I'm dead serious.
We haven't talked about like how
I will fight to the death against time travel.
how we could no, that's not as fun. We haven't had how we can break 75 on PGA courses lately, so I felt like we needed to bring in one of these topics.
It's true.
That's really all I have.
That's it. That's the show, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching.
So it's really you have stuff. So why did my mic? So
yeah.
Or do you want to save that for at the end when we talk about our videos that are up?
Whatever. It's just something that I caught. So as I said, I've been doing a bunch of editing as of late. So for those that don't know, the Fujikura video that just dropped.
Shout out Fujikura.
Yeah. For real, those guys are awesome.
Yeah.
Super cool. I just got these new lav mics. You can see the DJI lav mic. Right. Podcast listeners, that's where our mics are coming from. Now, Bill has his latched clip to his shirt. Mine,
The only way I will ever wear it now.
mine is I have a little tiny magnet right here in the middle of my chest that's holding it under my shirt.
It doesn't come out. You've done this a few times now where you've worn it like that. It doesn't come out muffled.
No,
Nice.
maybe this time it will, but it looks clean.
We'll find out.
But like on the other videos that I've been editing, crystal clear.
Okay.
Anyways, so we lost my previous
Yeah.
previous version of the lav mics,
Yeah.
which is heartbreaking. So I bought new ones, and so we're gonna shoot the Fujikura video. It's the first time I get to use these mics. I'm so excited. I hand one over to Bill. You clipped it at first, I think. You're
No.
like, oh no, you didn't. You just went straight magnet
right away.
Yeah, so
because I, in theory, thought that was the best way to do it.
And it is. Well, anyways, I'll tell you why it's not great for you.
Okay.
What I think it is happening, anyways, and this probably will ruin your golf game whenever you wear one from now on.
Oh, great! Can't wait.
All right, so the mic goes inside your shirt. The magnet goes on the outside. That's how you had it set up. Now, what I've noticed is
I didn't. I had it the other way around.
Oh, well, that's
I didn't think
so.
I didn't think this was supposed to go inside your shirt because, like I told you, I watch a show and they use these, and they have them wearing out. So I thought you wear them out.
Okay, so that's even more so. Anyways, I've noticed through these videos, editing these videos, that when you come through, your arms must be real tight in your chest. You must come through against your chest with your arms because there is like a consistent thud scrape when you swing a golf club. So you're coming across that mic hard. So imagine when you had that thing magnet, clipped to your shirt and you came through that first or second time, whenever it was, right away.
Yeah.
You just knocked that microphone right off. But wait till you watch these videos.
That makes sense to me. What doesn't make sense to me is, admittedly, and we talked about this, if only I had my shirt tucked in, which was like the great start of the Fujikura video, is tucking the shirt in.
I love when you're like, I love the beginning of that video. I really do, because you're doing stuff and you're like, okay, Spence, go ahead. But you're still doing it.
It's like fire. No, I think I said fire away.
Spencer's like, what are you talking about? You're like moving.
Well, I figured he'd be like, okay, we'll situate before he fired away. I mean, I guess I take for granted not everybody's a professional. Speaking of,
it's so funny.
He is a professional. I know we're one of the few with the content today, which again we'll talk about later.
Yeah.
That guy is golf internet today.
For real.
He is
for real.
And it's not like it was all one trip.
At least 4 videos I saw. At least.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Nuts.
That dude was doing some work over the past month, probably, right?
It's funny.
Well, I know he did 2 videos while he was in Chicago, at least.
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Ours was the fun one, I'll just say that.
Oh my God, not even close.
Not even close. And it's funny too, because
like straight up, like for real. Like,
the multiple conversations I had with him, like, hey, I know you guys are here and you're portraying a brand and all that. Like, you have your business interests, but need you guys to just be like, hang on, this is casual, have fun.
Right.
And it's funny because one of the things we had to deal with was some weird weather.
Yeah.
Like pouring rain, gone, pouring rain again. And
hot.
And hot. Super hot. Yeah. And so he would just go into his reflexive like golf media guy thing.
Right.
And thankfully, I think we captured he was chilled, relaxed, having fun with it.
Yeah.
But those guys were tons of fun. Yeah. It was so good.
For sure. Anyways, that's what I just wanted to call that out to you, that you must really have your arms tight to your chest when you come through.
I mean, it makes sense to me that's how I could see that, like, creating the attachment. So anyway, shirt untucked. Either way, the magnet couldn't fly somewhere. It should have like hit in my shirt and slid down somewhere. We couldn't find that in the same. And we were on mats on concrete, which in theory, it could have kicked forward into some of the grass, but
yeah,
But hey, one magic loogie.
Shout out DJI for like, we got you. We're gonna send you some new magnets.
Certainly appreciate it.
So yeah, for sure.
The Sandman.
Have you heard of this show?
No.
Have you heard of? It's a television show on Netflix.
Okay.
Just came out, 10 episodes. I haven't finished them. on episode 10, chapter 10, technically. It's based on a graphic novel.
Okay.
And I don't know. I kind of want you to watch it. I'm not sure if it's good or not. It's very different. It's kind of science fiction, kind of mixed in with real world sort of thing. So the Sandman, he's the king of dreams.
Right.
Right. Okay. So there's the king of dreams. He has brothers and sisters. The other one is the angel of death. The other one is desire. The other one is, I don't know. But they're all like, it's kind of, it's a bit biblical. I know you're very deep into the Bible these days.
Yep.
And so, so that's kind of the
Sandman travels through time
he does.
and space.
Also true. But it's a fun kind of story. It's kind of it's through the 10 chapters, you kind of get 2 stories. So it starts with, it's like 1389 or 1489 or something, and he gets captured by humans on Earth. And he lives there for 100 years. He doesn't escape for 100 years.
Okay.
And then, but in the meantime, like when he gets captured, he loses all of his like tools. He's got these different tools. He's got a helmet, or a helm, as he calls it, and a ruby, and sand, bag of sand. And so,
so I think for of sand.
The first 4 episodes, I think, are him getting his shit back because someone took it from him, and exacting revenge on the people that have wronged him on Earth, in the real world.
I just feel like the reason you're watching this show, it's you like to think this is your life.
I do have a bag of sand.
All these people taking things from me. I'm going to exact my revenge to get them back.
But yeah, it's been an entertaining watch. It's very different. It's a cool, weird story. It's weird.
Okay.
The Sandman himself is weird. He's sort of an anti-hero. Like you don't really like him that much. And he kind of does bad stuff sometimes. Like, dude, come on, man, be cool. But he's not cool. He's mean.
Maybe.
But it's 10 episodes. It's probably 10 hours. It's probably just short of 10 hours. I think most episodes are about 40 minutes.
Family's taking the last summer hurrah trip to Wisconsin this week.
Okay.
Maybe intern Grant will come over and we'll watch and see what we think.
Yeah, but you got to force yourself. Like, at certain points, you're like, no, I don't want to do this anymore. You got to push through it.
How is it though? Like if I'm playing, Nittins or Pokemon Go on my cell phone at the same time. Will I be able to do both?
No, you need to focus.
Put your phone out? Okay.
You need to focus.
Okay.
Yeah, especially when you're starting to learn who the players are and what's going on and that kind of stuff.
What if I start scrolling golf, internet, Twitter?
I mean, haven't you know everything's going on with Liv? You don't need any other information.
That's true.
Just watch this
show. Is the breaking. That's a good point.
By the way, I don't know if anyone heard, but the Liv is suing the PGA.
What?
I don't think anyone's covered that yet.
I wasn't. Wow.
So that's going on, everybody. You're welcome. You're up to speed now.
The best story in professional tours is the current rift.
Player?
No, I don't even know that.
You don't know the Gary Player thing?
No, the rift taking place with Ryan Q Info.
Oh yeah,
and the
Eric
guy
somebody
who had,
or something.
Had Dustin from the Big Money Golf Championship, whatever, not paying people.
Right.
That whole ordeal has just been hilarious, and
real slap fight.
We
real
can say
slap fight
because we know Ryan, but Ryan definitely doesn't have the receipts on what he's talking about.
Right.
He doesn't have a reputation for knowing what he's saying out loud.
Right, yeah.
Unbelievable.
He may not be able to spell or use a comma, but he knows what he's saying.
I swear to God, if anyone ever tried to change him with that, I would be livid. Like, I don't care how big of a multimedia corporation were to hire him. Like, you don't spell check a thing for him. Yeah. Do not correct his punctuation. That is the character, and I love it.
Yeah. Anyway, so Gary Player put out apparently
it's almost like I don't want you to tell me.
So it's kind of wonderful though, because
okay,
you remember Gary Player and his son at the Masters, and his son was holding the box of balls. Do you remember that, the sleeve of golf balls?
I just remember what brand it was.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say what brand, but
no, don't.
Yeah, but
it's not, for the record.
No, not Bridgestone.
It's not Bridgestone golf.
Bridgestone. I would have made a phone call like that.
Yeah, I would have.
Tell you what.
Get that fixed.
Anyways, so that you remember that he was sneaking in like the promo, whatever. Got a bunch of flack for that. Well, apparently, Gary Player and his son may have had a falling out of some kind. But before that, Gary Player gave him some trophies that he had won. Gary Player had won, whatever. Well, the boy is selling the stuff. And so Gary Player put a statement out saying, like, we are pursuing legal action. I did not say that these could be sold, blah blah blah. It was a whole thing.
That's how
It's
that
quite entertaining because Gary Player sucks.
He sucks.
Dude's the worst.
I hope with that 1,000 subscriber giveaway, it may take a little longer after that statement, but no.
Do your research on Gary Player, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, it just doesn't.
You'll find out that he's not a good human being.
It doesn't get good ever.
Read his book. That's enough. Read his book.
Right. Here, let's have a.
You know, apartheid wasn't the worst idea in the world.
Stop. You are 2 for 2 on
Side Gary Player.
uncomfortable things today, and I'm the one who did the time travel bit.
Anyways.
Here, change subjects.
Okay.
Here we go. Here we go, boys.
yeah.
Here we go.
Pumpkin Reese's Pieces, ladies and gentlemen, fresh
They're Reese's
peanut
not
butter and
pieces.
chocolate. Reese's
Grant,
peanut butter cups. Yeah.
I threw at him hard on purpose because he wasn't paying attention. But seasonal, always fresh. I would like to point out, friend of the program, new friend of the program.
Wait, one more.
We stumbled on accident via filming our Sub 70 659 Iron Show.
Number one fan.
A number one fan, Frank O'Hara.
Yep.
I tweet these out, and then who made the comment about Vintage Range Hero himself,
Yeah.
Justin Thompson. That's
Yeah.
cool. And I mean that went to text message.
You called him overrated.
It got personal.
He called him overrated.
And he gave me some really like deep philosophical, like sometimes the truth we don't want to hear is best like when it's current or something like. You son of a bitch.
He followed up privately with you?
No, I follow up with him. It's too bad. He's such a sweet boy, and I love him so much.
God, this
Frank.
is so good. What are you talking about, Jason? What's his name?
Justin.
Justin. No, you know what?
Why aren't you eating that?
Peanut butter and chocolate.
Oh my God, get out of here.
Oh,
You're fired forever.
can't do it.
I think it's funny that you like. Oh, he's just joking, and it's a bit. No, this is an egregious letdown by
I don't.
Graham.
You're gonna eat this. You're gonna eat one of
I'll
these,
eat it.
and you're gonna like it.
He acts like we don't have the ability to physically pin him down and shove peanut butter cup. What happens in that torture garage? They make a golf show and hold a 23-year-old kid on a concrete floor and shove candy down his throat.
Right.
That's it.
Oh my God, Grant, you're so disappointing.
Anyway, Frank just chimes in without, I'm assuming, listening to previous shows and podcasts.
Yeah.
And goes, the seasonal ones are always fresh. It's like, God, Frank, you were meant
He's a gem.
to stumble into that
true.
that
It's true.
9-hole tee time that day.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out Frank.
It was fate. Ooh, this is a good combo too. The Teddy Bear Kisses S'mores Imperial Stout with the peanut butter cup.
How good is that name though? I'll be honest, I bought that 4-pack largely because it's called Teddy Bear Kisses.
Big fan.
I mean, imagine
Who doesn't love a teddy bear kiss?
when you were a kid and had a teddy bear, just getting a nice loving kiss from your teddy bear to feel safe. It's fantastic.
I could have taken that the direction too if you would have liked.
I figured. All right. I feel like that's a great note to end this week's show on. Chris,
Yeah.
what do we got coming up on the channel or already on it?
Yeah.
We've alluded to it. How about you talk about the Fujikura video?
Yeah, the Fujikura Ventus TR red, blue, and black breakdown. I mean, it's probably the most thorough, enjoyable, and fun golf shaft video ever made.
It's up there. If you don't know,
Honestly.
Fujikura announced today as we're recording, but on Monday the 8th,
Right.
the release, or let's say the addition to the Ventus family, the TR Red and the TR Black, a mid-high launch profile in the red, a low launch, the stiffest profile they've ever made.
That's right.
In the black. So,
Is that the one we played too?
wait, what?
Was that the one we played in one of the videos that has yet to be released? Was that shaft in that driver?
No,
Okay.
not yet. Now one is, but
Well, okay.
not as of recording that video.
Okay.
Shout out Mike when we recorded that video too, who was the guy we played golf with.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Good dude for sure.
If you
Anyways.
put up with us doing these things when you're just trying to play golf, you're a saint.
Yes. Yeah. That's true.
So the Fujikura video.
Yeah. Anyways, that's out. You should go watch it. It's already. It's already top of the charts for our most watched. So that's fun. You have a clothing or an apparel company.
Radmore Golf,
unboxing.
yeah.
Yep, that has just dropped on Tuesday.
I just finished writing the review for those guys. It's not a review. I don't know what you call it. An insight into their clothing. Big fan. Really like what they're doing. I'll save it for you to go watch the unboxing. I don't really feel like I did in retrospect, further researching the brand and some of the things they're involved in. I don't think the unboxing necessarily did them justice. So there'll be more from them in the future.
Okay.
I really like their stuff.
One of the best logos going right now.
Sneak peek. I said that in
Fantastic logo.
The post I wrote. Yeah, it's very, very good.
It's a great logo. I do love it. I can't explain why, but I want a bucket hat with it all over. I want an all over print bucket hat of that Radmore logo.
Like the hat, but a bucket hat.
Correct.
They should do that.
Correct.
They call that the Bob Rad because one of the founders' name is Bob. It's rad.
Got
the
it.
Bob Rad logo.
It's a good one.
Go to drivingheroes.com. You can read the Ventus TR Black and Ventus TR Red reviews, and go back and read the TR Blue from earlier in the year.
Yeah.
Also, this week at drivingheroes.com, Chris McEwen
That's
makes
right.
his return with the Big Max IQ 360 push cart review.
Sure, I wrote
And
it.
it's pretty good. It's pretty good. And
I enjoyed writing that review. I'm not going to lie to you.
I like when you make appearances in the writing form. Maybe it's because when I read it, I know how I can
You hear my
it.
voice?
Yeah.
Right.
Right. I like to think others may as well, but it's a nice change of pace from the
Sure.
usual voices of drivingheroes.com.
Sure.
All right, we should probably end this and eat some more of these Reese's peanut butter
Yeah, I've
pumpkins.
eaten 3. I will eat at least one more.
Yeah, all that happens. Otherwise, they sit in the drawer in my office and I just house them, so it's good. All right, intern Grant, thanks for joining us. That's Chris McEwen at Chris McEwen on the social medias. I'm Bill Bush at drivingheroes.com. Don't forget to subscribe so we can hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube.
It's imminent. We've got putters. I think we have some golf balls. May or may not have a golf shaft. At minimum.
Well, at least a hat.
And I've got some what's the golf tracking guy? Arcos. And
Got
a
that.
full set of nubs, sensors, whatever to go along with it. So we got
We should
stuff
probably
all ready.
give away some golf shoes.
Golf shoes easily.
Should we give away? Maybe we might be able to get in some golf bags or bags.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Should definitely give away maybe some wedges.
Yes.
Probably get a driver or
Probably.
two. I'm trying to think. Well, we
Maybe
got
even
the-
a shirt or hat from secondcitygolf.com.
Oh, now we're talking.
Tell you what.
All right, do all those things. Thank you. It's been a pleasure this week. We'll see you next time.